Below and become well, my fellow sailors of the Sunless Sea. We're back. Okay, it's been a while since I've played this game, but I've been itching to get back into it because I feel like we're finally making some good progress. We're making money. We just bought ourselves an elegant townhouse. And we have a personal study that we can now regale ourselves with. Unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, I've made a checklist. I've made a checklist of things that we need to do as I was regaling ourselves with Sir Scoliosis' accomplishments in this world. Look at him. All right, anyway, what do we got to do? We got to, 1, get the Noma Gallivant to the chess tournament in Port Cecil. That sounds absolutely outstanding. 2, we got to get 5 candles and 1 flare over to Nuncio, and by the gods, we have it in our cargo hold immediately. Next, we got to go to Pigmote Island and find out if they've managed to secure independence. We got to get strategic information from Mangrove Island and the Swallowing Sea. And last, I want to go back to Station 3 at some point to find out what's going on there. They've told us that we need to get a certain delivery in order to get past the gates, and we're going to know when we find it. However, I want to give a good thank you to the comments, especially Ghost Dreamer. You pointed out that I missed some key information while we submitted the port reports. I went back and I read it, and I'll probably throw it up on the screen at some point right here so you could see it as well. But it read, "This is my colleague, Mr. Villain of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Villain, this is good. This good captain's report is here. If you would care to, yes, the fire is already lit. Let us. There we go. Now only ashes remain, and it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your discretion. Here is your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair." So that kind of tells me that maybe there was some kind of behind-the-scenes insurrection or something going on in Station 3. They're like creating armaments of some sort, and by telling Port London, Fallen London, about their nefarious deeds, maybe they went and destroyed it. So I'm definitely curious to see what happened down there. And that makes sense why it was so damn expensive. I got like $100 for that. Anyway, I think we're ready to head out. There's nothing more we need to do here. Let's take a quick look at the map. So we definitely want to go to Pigmote Island. And we need to do some more exploring as we go. So I'm thinking, where's Nuncio? It's all the way there? Okay, I'm thinking we head up to Pigmote Island, check on the status of the, the revolution. Cut through this unexplored area, hit Nuncio, do some delaveries there. And then we gotta try and make our way back, maybe explore another area as we go. Buckle up, gentlemen and ladies, we're heading out. Now, it's important to keep in mind, I'm doing this recording in the early mornings. It's very rare that I do a recording in the early morning, but I did not have a recording ready for this Sunday's Sunless Sea expedition. So by the gods, sometimes time is on your side and sometimes it's not. So I apologize if I'm a little bit hazy-fazy and a little lazy. Full speed ahead, lads. We need to go talk to our fisherman bros to get some sultry stories. There is something relaxing about this game. That's what I'm noticing. You know, some games you play and you have the thrill of the kills. Some games you play and you're terrified. Like that friggin' Hellmark game. And some games you boot up, you start playing, and it has a little bit of everything going for it, but it's just relaxing. And once that music kicks in, I just feel at ease. Light ship. Speak to the crew. Get rid of some of that terror. And we got a Z story to boot. Let's head out. Launch me as I try to remember how to play this game. Full speed ahead, man. Wait, where am I going? Pigmote Island. It's this angularization. We can't be stopped. And I've been thinking a bit more about the next ship upgrade. A part of me really wants to try the I forget what it's called, but it's the quick ship. It's very light, it's very weak, but it's very fast. Especially because it was brought to my attention about the astounding ability to conserve fuel as you Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? I think it's our rival, the clay pirate lady. It is. We spin to win. They're onto us. They're onto us. How did you make that shot? Okay, we're engaged. There's no turning back at this point. Might as go directly for them We're gonna do some riggy-ziggy maneuvers. We gotta get behind him. Your soul is mine. Don't let it get to the broadside. Holy shit. Okay, it's learning. This thing is learning. We gotta turn faster. This is why we need that riggy-ziggy one. Full speed hit. I'm hitting all the buttons. Take the shots. You can't spin faster than we invented the riggy-ziggies, you bastards. One more is all we need. We've hit union. We've hit full unison spin. Get him out of here. Now let's have dinner. Investigate the wreckage. You steer close. Captain. Quick. Over there, port side. Oh, it's you again, the legendary clay woman corsair. She clings tight to the last few scraps of floating debris. Defeated but defiant. A measure of professional assistance. You could just fish her out again. But she said it herself the last time you crossed paths. She'd hate to have to spread the word that you've gone soft. The Z may show mercy, you will not. And I kind of want to just keep being nice. You know? Maybe we can hire on as one of our officers. Have an officer rescuer. They can bring... No, we do this personally. You know what? I don't care. We've gone soft. We've fallen in love with your clayness. Technically, a rescue. A lifeboat? Oh dear, no. Whatever would people say. The pirate poet glares up at you as the lifebuoy hits the water. But she grabs it regardless. Your message is received and her look makes it quite clear that for this, there will be a reckoning. The half-glimpsed smirk as she turns away, though, suggests that is a challenge she is already looking forward to. And a gun! You encountered the pirate poet qualities. Now you have forged a rivalry with the pirate poet. Gods be praised. We didn't lose any crew. I kind of want to lose a few more crew so we can strap on the clay men. The clay men reduces our crew by like 3, I think it is. So I kind of want to wait for it to naturally go down before we strap them up. It gives us better fuel efficiency and iron skill as well. But maybe I'm wasting it. Maybe I should just throw the crew away. Because I think all that the crew does is increases your like efficiency. You know what? I'm gonna equip it right now. Open the gazetteer. Yeah, cool. Iron plus 5 and engine power plus 250. You know what? Strap it in. We must be docked. Get out of here. At ease. At ease. The battle has finished. So I gotta definitely take more time when I'm handing in port reports. I always just kind of click through that because I'm just excited to get the money and move on. I didn't realize that there could be some kind of detailed information about the lore and what's happening in the world as you hand in the port report. I don't know why I didn't think that would be a thing. Clearly this game is going to give you lore at every possible turn. It's a weird one where like there's so much you can do in the game in terms of like you got exploring, you got combat, you got deception and lies. Where I can find people play this game very, very differently depending on what aspect enjoys the most. Enjoys the most? Grammar. Early morning grammar, everybody. Okay, we're approaching Pigmote Island, but I don't think I've seen crab cake up close and personal. Let's do a little loop-de-loop around crab cake. Crab cake. I gotta smash myself. Crab cake island. You know, to be honest, in my defense, that's a tough word to say. Crab cake. Shit. Buckle up for fear, boys. Turn off the lights. We're going dark and we're getting scared. It's getting a little spooky in these mists. Alright, lights are back on. Pigmote Island. Let's see what's happened. We're gonna kill this jelly. The jelly belly. Behold. A singular strike. We stare ye in the eye as you buckle under the pressure of our glowing beams of headlights. Alright. Let it disperse. I forget what these things do already. We can eat it, but I think it's going to make us go insane, maybe. And disperse, I think, can give us, like, a story of colors or something like that. We're going to let it disperse. We got a Z story and a couple fragmentinos. Addie's crew. It's time for a sip of coffee. Oh, gods be praised. I sometimes wonder how people came up with things. That's a very general statement to say, I know. But there are so many things in the world, Addie's lights, so many things in the world that are fantastic and even pivotal in our sustained society. And how the hell did they come up with it? Like, milk is one of them. The triumph of Pigmote Island. Pigmote is bloodied, but victorious. Their victory over the invaders has united rats and cavies. King Gracenaw and the chief engineer greet the returning ambassadors here to end hostilities with a non-aggression pact. The Visage ambassador is the first to sign, her feelings hidden by her mask. The Fathom King's man merely sucks his thumb and presses it to the vellum, leaving an inky fingerprint. A new start. Fireworks light the roof underneath. Happy squeaks raise in anticipation of the future. Look, this game has a lot going for it. There's a lot of interesting stories in the world. The key driving factor for my enjoyment and wanting to keep playing this game is Pigmote Island. Of all the stories that are happening, this is the one that has gripped me the most. The war between guinea pigs and rats, only to put aside their differences to unify. To create a whole new civilization, a whole new country, an empire in the seas. It's incredible. Alright, gratitude. The celebrations last 3 days. Afterwards, bloated with meat and ale, you are summoned to the ruling council. King Gracenaw and First Minister Edgar attend their new court together. Hairless advisor, 1,000 gratitudes, declares King Gracenaw, raising a paw. A chorus of rats begins chanting, "Thank you." You do not keep count, but it seems they intend to go the full distance. The First Minister's gratitude is less symbolic. He gestures, and a cart pulled by both a rat and a cavy wheels in Pigmote's treasures. The Rat Star, the Lady's Eye, the Thalassine. Goodness only knows how many other names this glowing scintillac might have. From now on, we light our own path, says the First Minister. Take it. He rubs his head wearily. But things caused us nothing but trouble anyway. With your reward in hand, the Z beckons once again. Perhaps one day it will lead you to your own kingdom. If so, this experience will certainly be valuable. Your hunger quality is gone. Hail United Cavia. Pigmote Isle Mastery. 2 houses, alike in dignity. Not that this is saying much, mind. You have won a lump of blue scintillac. It blazes with apocyanic radiance. Wars have been fought for less. You may find use for this, or the alarming scholar will certainly purchase it. We cannot sell this. This is a beacon of hope. Life continues on Pigmote Island. That's all for now. You now have 1 vital intelligence. Holy cannoli. We're going to be rich. I'm kind of worried about telling Fallen London about the rise of Cavia. What if they come here and try and take the scintillac? Hail Cavia! A banquet in your honor. Okay, we can't do that yet. Purchase scintillac. How much now? It's still pretty expensive for us. Like, what the hell? What the hell? We need to get a lot of scintillac, though. We have 3. I think we need to get 7 scintillac. I should have wrote that on my to-do list. Raise Pigmote's Isle civilization. I don't think I can raise the civilization any more than this. Let's get a port report at least. Alright. We have 4 scintillac. How much do we need? Journal. I gotta be certain for this. If it's 5, that'll be wonderful. And oh god, you guys have seen me. I open this thing up and my eyes just go... I just look completely through the screen as I'm desperately trying to find something. I found it! 7 pieces of scintillac. That's gonna be a lot of money we're spending. That's gonna be a lot of money. 1... So we have 4 now. We have 5. I don't even know if we have the hold for this. We do. I think we just do it. 6, 7. We spent the money. We spent a lot of money. That was our next ship upgrade, but it's fine. I feel like this is going to give us some sweet, sweet glory in the long run. And that's what we're after here. Glory and grandeur in all things. Next stop, we head for Nuncio. We're crossing the nasty black mists. Hull is a little bit concerning. We can repair at sea, but it's going to devour our supplies. And I think we're going to need all the supplies and fuel we can get. Speaking of fuel, we're getting low. I don't know if we can make it there and back. How the hell are we going to make it to Nuncio and back with only 8 fuel? You know, we started with, what was that, like 14? So there is a chance, as long as we don't get too... We don't fight you. As long as we don't get too greedy, which we are known to have. We've gained some more secrets. I don't know why I'm stockpiling said secrets. I should just be spending them willy-nilly. We should be talking to the Claderi here, our secret affair. We discovered Ashkevin and God... Oh my god, it's the true croissant of yore. Holy moly, I've never become so hungry in my life. Nothing beats a nice buttery croissant, especially when you layer it with a whole bunch of garlic, sauteed onions, and cherry tomatoes. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. Be glad you weren't here when this one did. Godfall, the brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They paid lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof. But their chief interest seems to be wine, blood, and every time I see stalactite, I just remember that my wires... Like, there's certain things in my brain where my wires will always get crossed. Always. It doesn't matter how many times I look it up, how many times I research it, and how many times you guys tell me how to properly say things. My wires will always get crossed. Stalagmite and stalactite is one of them. It's one of them. But actually, I think it was Ishfad. You gave me a great way to remember where stalagmite has a G in it, which means it's on the ground. You may have just saved my twisted brain. The other thing is melee and melee and melee. Frickin' words. Get out of here with your words. We create our own vernacular. Alright, what are we doing? Of wine. The throats of the brothers are dry. They'll pay for something to moisten them. We need mushroom wine, Sally. Of blood. We don't have a hunting trophy. Of shouting. Let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Yes, shout at us. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder, with their vow of celibacy? They became vague and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing shipping. Excellent question. Let us discuss the different shipments that have passed instead. That sounds much more interesting than how we've procreated. Godfall. Explore the shattered citadel. Before the stalactite was a monastery, before it ever fell from the roof, it was a citadel. The fall shattered it and killed all its occupants, probably. Why don't you take a look? The more foxfile candles you have, the better. Bad things will happen if you run out. We need these! We need these for Nuncio. You know what? This may be a good thing. We use them here. We have to double back. We pick up more candles, and then we can go to Nuncio later. We can do just more exploring. Maybe this is a good thing. Let's do it. Alright. Through the cellars, the monks have blocked the tunnels into the citadel. The starved men live there. One says vaguely, they're all dead of course, but you still wouldn't want to meet them. Still, there's a gap in the cellar wall that they keep remaining to fix. You have moved to a new area, you're at the edge of the citadel. What is this? It's a cutscene? All beneath is dark. The citadel is dark, as only a once bright place can be. It hung up there among the false stars, drowned in azure light for how long? Now it's here. So, are you? Very bad things will happen if you run out of candles. I don't like that. A modest challenge. Your mirrors give you a 64... The citadel lies on its side. All its halls and tunnels tilt crazily. Edge your way through like an ant through a broken puzzle box. Back out, up, before. Very quickly. Directions in here become impassable. Impossible. We can't do this one because we don't... We need to venture deeper. Okay, we're going to venture. A modest challenge. 64%. Easy. Darkness is coiling. This is not where you went to be. You've gone no deeper. But what's this? A black-jawed beast. Mandibles slide wetly from the walls. A straightforward chant. Easy peasy. A hollow snap. You had your eye on the curious projection. You push a Zailor to the ground as the jaws close futilely overhead. You succeeded. Do we take another chance at it? I think we gotta take another chance. Let's go! You always take another chance for glory and grandeur. Onwards, you found your way deeper into the Citadel. You succeeded the Mirror's challenge. You were in the second tangle of tunnels. You lost a freaking candle. Ah, shit, 75. A labyrinth of dwelling galleries. You hear the Z. The passage branches and opens under the tangle of galleries of the skin of the surface. There are doorways to dwelling places, all empty now, all leading into one another like cells of the honeycomb. Perhaps you can find your way through. I think we can handle this. 75% chance? Frickin' Cristobanos. Broken furniture carved in eye-twisting knots, human bones flung carelessly in the corners, smeared, distorting like wax. Something was horribly wrong here, and you are horribly lost. Wait, we don't go... Oh, no. We have to succeed this. We've done it. We've done it. You make your way through an asymmetrical foam of beehive dwellings, past faded frescoes of the seven seen from above, beneath swags of cobweb, where single sorrow spiders scuttle. What a sentence. What a... Beneath swags of cobweb, where single sorrow spiders scuttle. Past a long mummified, or mummied human corpse. Its limbs are curled and knotted like vines. What happened here? Okay, okay. We can do this one. We're getting low on candles. Back out up before very quickly. Directions in here become impossible. Retrace your steps. Why do we want to retrace our steps? We only have... We need more candles. We need more candles. Let's retrace our steps. See what this one does, and then we leave. You succeeded. There you go. Familiar footsteps in the dust. You're at the edge of the Citadel. You lost one candle. Spiders scuttle. I don't know why we would do that. Leave. You have moved to a new area. Another day. Okay. Money, it said monkey changes. Money changes hand between monks as you emerge, blinking into the light of their lamps. It is custom to make bets on the fate of travelers who enter the Citadel. Not all of them are cheering. We need more candles. Shops. You don't even sell the candles? You guys are missing on a plethora of monetary opportunities right now. You have the caverns that require the cab. You could be selling for a premium. And we would have bought them, damn it. Alright. Things changed. We're going to explore all this area. Let's go. Maybe we can find Port Cecil. And Mangrove Island is the other one we got to try and find. Mind your vectors, sir. Mind your vectors. What are you doing? Holy moly. They were on a workhorse. They know we're carrying the filthy scintillac. You know what? No. All clear. All... Did you see that? What's this? We have infinite? Fill all your firing solutions instantly? Oh my god. We are unstoppable. Send out Benjamin Zibat. What do you got for us, Benji? You rat bastard. The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. Stalagmites loom in the distance. They're on the ground, you see. That's why they're stalagmites. Can we take this thing on? Yes. We absolutely can, especially with the power of Scintillac. Full speed ahead. We gotta get behind him. We're charging. Fire. Instant. Fire. Behold the power of the blue Scintillac. You never saw it coming, and you never will again. You'll be dead before it recharges. Behold the power of Sir Scoliosis. Get scuttled. What's this? There's something in the back of the hold. We got 2 supplies of fuel, and we finished open a cask of curiosities. Give me some candles, baby. Alright, bullets of spider silk. I don't even know if you can get candles from that. So this blue scintillac is out of this world. It's absolutely out of this world. The waves are cluttered with Z-rack. How fortuitous of us. Full speed ahead. We should be charging that. We should be charging. Pardon me? There we are. Wait, this one's 140. I think we can still do it. I think we can still do it. He's slow. Yo, the power of our scuttlage. He'll never. We're way too... This is why I want this quick ship. I think with the quick ship and a forward gun, we could wreck ships just by staying in their posteriors. Unless they have a back gun. Activate blue scintillac. They probably saw that glow on our frontal bow and thought they were fighting the gods of the Z's themselves. It's harvesting season. Unbelievable. 3 extra supplies, we'll take it. Food's expensive, damn it. At ease. Okay, let's finish exploring these squares. We don't like squares here. Where's Station 13? Okay, I think we can explore the squares, head down to Station 13, maybe go around the Reef of Roses. And head back up. We got 7 fuel, we have supplies for days, though. We must clear every single bit of blackness. Or it will drive me insane. Oh. A high-risk challenge? Ignore them. Alright. We're heading down to Station 3. Yeah, I feel like eventually we're going to be needing to make much longer journeys across the Z. So the fuel efficiency is going to be very, very important. We should be... Wait, who's our mirrors? Veils, pages, mirrors, what do you do? We need to talk to people. Speak to you. Increase iron. No. Who increases our mirrors? Increase hearts. No. Increase veils. Oh, crap. Does no one increase our mirrors? Thank the gods. Spend a secret. Spend a secret. How many secrets do we have? We have 1 left. You know what? Spend the secret. We need to up our chances of survival. Unpause me. In the depths of that cavern. A filthy panache? You dare! Charge forth against the one and only Sir Scoliosis? He may get a shot on us. You rat bastard. 1 shot's all you're gonna get. We don't even need to use the blue scintillac unless we just want to flex on these fools. Scuttlage. Mushroom wine, let's go. We may want to save some of that mushroom wine for the the bearded lads at the monastery. We might as well do like a little bit of a wide berth here. Benjamin, let's see what you got for us. We're heading into uncharted territory. You might find something. There are no islands. I think we're paying you too much, Benjamin. I don't even know what we're paying you in. Probably blood? Like, you're like one of those vampiric bats? I know not. But you're free to kind of succulate on the old wretched Mog's blood at any chance you get. Azela raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. Oh, I wonder if that's connected to Station 13 because it's been annihilated. Let's find out. We've arrived. Oh god, I hit I hit every button except E. Alright, Station 3. We may infer a Station 1 station. Okay. Machinery hums. Up the hill are visible outlines of warehouses and buildings with a spire, but lamps are low where they burn it all. And your ship, the only one in harbor. So we still have to deliver a long box. You'll need a long box to enter Station 3 and explore further. Try the gate. I think that's why we needed that soothing copper long box, but then I sold it. I'm pretty sure. Try the gate. And this is the one with the delivery, so maybe not enough time has passed. Search for signs of other visitors. A chancy challenge. 42% is a little bit spicy. But you know what? We never backed down from an adventure. Ah, shit. we didn't see anything. Last time, though, we had to get the port report, and we saw this building, I think it was, and it looked like a cathedral. But there was no crosses on it or anything like that. So it was kind of a mystery of what's going on. But we can hear this machinery going on. That's why it makes me think that this is some kind of like a weapons place. All right. Try the gate. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one where we need a certain delivery. All right, Station 13. We need to get one of those copper lock boxes. And keep it this time. Let's go exploring one of my favorite parts of the game. Aside from Pigmote Island. Are we moving faster? Why are we moving so fast? We had like a little burst. I think I accidentally burnt fuel, maybe? We only have 4 fuel left. What's happened? Oh, look who it is. I think we can do one more riggy ziggy with this lady of the depths. Don't shoot us. Don't shoot us. You had your chance. You had your chance and you missed. Scintillac me. There's too many buttons. There's too many buttons to press at the same time. I'm losing my mind. We need to enter full unison. Circumference me. Scintillac's almost charged. Double Scintillac in you. We gotta wait for the shot. Wait for the shot. Wait for the shot. Then Scintillac. Shot. Scintillac. Shot. They never saw it coming. You may have a few minute tricks up your sleeve. But as do we, you filthy pirate of clay that I'm slowly gaining affections for. Investigate the wreckage. Guess who's back? The legendary clay woman corsair. Once again, you are the victor. We can't even, like, loot her this time. Once again, you're the victor. Once again, the familiar dance. Words are no longer needed. The pirate power bows her head, acknowledges your victory. Next time, though, a slight smile adds, do not expect her to go easy on you. 100 echoes. We have fuel, supplies, and a cache of curiosities. What'd you give us? Sack of dark drop coffee beans. We got coffee for days. Close the gazetteer. At ease, men. I think we need to start heading home. We only got 4 fuel left. I always bite off more than I can chew sailing around. It's so fun just to explore places. Now, we could stop off at the Iron Republic, pick up a whole bunch of cheap fuel, but we may lose statistics in the process. I think there's just a chance. Last time, I don't think we lost anything. With 4 fuel, we might be able to make it back home. We gotta really tactically burn our light, though. Yeah, I was saying, like, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago. How do people come up with these things? It rattles my brain like coffee beans. Someone found these beans, they decide to, like, dry them out, cook them, grind them, and steep them with hot water. How? I'm telling you, aliens. It's one of those things where when you think about the concept of aliens existing, it's all like, oh, conspiracy, that's impossible, that's crazy, that's out of the ordinary. But if you take away all that mumbo jumbo about silencing and all that, if you take away common sense from it, and you just think, what is the most logical way of explaining this? Aliens explains more of life's mysteries than not having aliens. It's as simple as that. Agriculture, aliens. That makes more sense than humans figuring that out on their own. I've seen how humans develop. I've been alive long enough to see how humans develop. It ain't like that. Are we gonna die? We've been driving dark for way too long. I'm pretty sure milk is the same thing. Like, it makes more sense that an alien came down and said, like, hey, stupid human, I dare you to suckle on that cow's nipple. And the human was like, yeah, sure. Because he didn't know any better, and then accidentally we've discovered milk. It makes more sense that an alien, like, bullied him into doing that. Aside from him just kind of having the urge. I guess, you know, like, maybe he observed. Look, we're not going to think too much about this. You know it's true. Unless we ourselves were the aliens. Now that is something. That is a rabbit hole you can go down in terms of just interesting lore of the human species, going into the whole Nephilim stuff from the biblical passages and all the books of the Bible that have been removed, and you compare it to all the other stories from other religions all over the world. They all have the same concept of giants. Now that's something. Now that's a fun one to go down. Alright. I hate this filthy mist, but we've already come this far in our fear journey. Might as well embrace a little bit more. Maximize the light usage. Is this shallow water? Am I going to crash? I think I'm going to crash. We're still in the mists in the Murray Straits. You know who we haven't visited for a while? Those sisters. Like the Hunter's Island sisters. But I think because we're not doing a lot of things with the gods, we've kind of denounced the gods. I feel like it's not going to be as fortuitous for us. It may actually do us more harm than good. I want that scuttling crab. Scuttle is like the word of this game. Everything scuttles. We've made it, right? We've made it back to Fallen London, thank the gods. Just in time to cash in some checks. We're going to need to do a bit of repairing this time as well, I think. Overall, though, I would say a productive mission. We didn't get too many things. We didn't get too much stuff done, but we learned a little bit, and we have further tasks to add to our to-do list. The revenue men. Ah, shit. I don't think we have anything illegal. I think they can find. They can take a look. Go ahead. They roam your deck like wolves. They tear through your belongings like termites as they leave. Men, suspicion hasn't changed. I thought it would lower the suspicion if we did that. You have nothing to hide. Oh, if your suspicion is 5 or more. Damn it. Alright, collect some messages from the harbor master. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. The alarming scholar has invited you to call on her at the university. That's all for now. You have one of this. Alright. We have things to do. Let's go to the alarming scholar first. Ooh, she has a present for us. You've been so very helpful. I wanted to give you something for your next voyage. I bottled it myself. Mushroom wine, perchance? Ah. You know what? That's like 40 bucks. Like, I want to know how much we get for this. It's got to be so much money. We can't give it, though. It's too valuable. It's way too valuable. Okay, we can give you a Z story. There you are. Here's another Z story. Wonderful. Okay, leave the university. At ease. Visit the Rose Market. What are you guys buying? I don't think we're going to be selling anything, to be honest. We're not even going to refresh that one. The Labyrinth of Tigers. Purchase a live specimen. How much? 500? We don't want to do that. You are the one that needs the Scintillac. 7. See, here we are. Port Cecil in the Principles of Coral. It's usually northeast of... Oh, that's how to get to Port Cecil? Damn it, that's where Scintillac comes from. Around 1,000 echoes for 7. Absolutely. Oh, baby, we're back. I knew it was worth spending all that money. Thank you. Like, technically, we probably only got maybe like 400 or 500 from that, but it's still profit. They will be light enough eventually but we'll need something we can manage ourselves. But now I have further need of your services. Something romantic and smuggled or approved. Approved romantic literature and just regular romantic. I love how the romantic literature is a smuggling good. That's amazing. All right, we still need to visit the Admiralty. We don't... I think we need assistance with fuel. We're doing pretty good for... But we have so much of this. We should start spending it. Oh, vital intelligence. Vital intelligence can be created from 2 pieces of treated information ordered through spying marks. What do we get for vital intelligence? We got to do it, even if it may betray Pigmote Island, but we have to do it. 350. Enthusiastic nods. I'm glad you brought this to me. I have a colleague of sorts, a diplomat so-called. I will tell you because I trust you. This diplomat will pay better, but I will put the information to better use. He leans forward. There are powers in this world I cannot speak of. There are affairs of the Navy I'm not proud of. Bring me more information like this, and we can set matters right. You now have recovering supremacy in London. You've gained 350 echoes. You've lost the... I feel like we've just screwed Pigmote Island over. I feel like we just screwed Pigmote Island, but it looks like we've unlocked something important, so this could be good. All right, continue. Vital intelligence, port reports. Godfall, pirate monks. I honestly have no idea what we're supposed to do about pirate monks. What are they up to? Pirate monks, I honestly have no idea. Oh, port report submitted. So if there's flavor text here, I guess I got to pay attention to it, but sometimes it's not going to happen. All right, continue. Pigmote Island. I'm not certain I heard you correctly. Are you quite certain this is the report you wish to make? So be it. Beautiful. Surveyed Pigmote Island like a 5th time. There's nothing else we need. Ooh! The diplomat, a half-legendary, all-infamous figure whose connection to the Admiralty is obscure. What do you think of them? A frank scowl, an unprincipled scoundrel. The Admiral snaps. If you have intelligence, bring it to me. Don't go off the books. We're absolutely maybe going off the books. That sounds exciting. Okay, we're done that. Let's look here. And see what we can get. Dry dock. First, we want to be repairing ourselves. Oh, I think we need to get some of these Ratus Fabers as well. Didn't we need those for something? Admiralty yards. Fully repair the hull for 25 echoes and 3 favors. I don't know if we want to use that just yet. I think we do the cheap repair. 75 echoes. Yeah. We got full. It's beautiful. %50 chance of success. We've done it. 3 fuel. Let's do it one more time. We've done it. 3 fuel. How much hold do we have left? Okay. So we need to buy a bunch of freaking candles. And you know what? Welcome to the team. We only have 7 people now, but they're going to be working overtime. Okay. What else do we need to do here? Our lodgings. Read the morning papers. Beautiful. We got free supplies as well. Visit your study. I don't think we can do anything in here, but I just want to visit it. I like to regale myself. Oh, this is what we have to do somehow. All right. Rest in your elegant house. I can't believe we have to pay money to rest in our own house. We may want to reduce the terror, but $100? Purchase a Z-side mansion. What do we need? 10,000. Unbelievable. Okay, back to the rest of the city. We need to talk to this lady. The voracious diplomat. A diplomat lairs near Mansion's Pyre in a second-floor office above the gymnasium for pugilistic ladies and gentlemen. Your conversation is punctuated by distant shouts and blows. The diplomat smiles fondly at the sound. Sorry, I almost threw up. Pick up an agent. I have a friend, the diplomat says casually, who would be grateful for passage somewhere else. The Canet, for instance, or Port Carnelian. An agent will... Oh, we were looking for this stuff. An agent will allow you to establish an intelligent network and sometimes to grow it later. We need to do this. Describe recent moves in the great game. Oh, yes. Provide the vital intelligence. I say, now I'm listening. I like the candor of your chip. Ask the diplomats, what the heck are you? A catly grin. The kind of diplomacy that doesn't get written down. I'm attached to the Admiralty, not the Foreign Office. London is not what she was, but she still has interests abroad. I look after them as best I can. I do hope you're patriotic enough not to ask for too many details. How about the dark-speckled Admiral? Well, now, the Admiral is a man of principle, very straightforward, very traditional in his views. I think it's rather courageous of him to expect the Navy to operate without outside assistance, and he has an excellent taste in both chamber music and wine. I hope that makes my feelings clear. You know what? I respect. They didn't just insult. They didn't divulge themselves into a de-evolution sense of disparity and just candorously attack the gentleman. They had respect for them. You, lady, sir, you, good individual, are in my good books. Pick up an agent. Both are probably temporary, but they are all you need. We now have a network. Okay, so we can... I would love to set up an agent in the Canet place. They don't like us. Okay, perhaps not. The game continues to open up, and I love it. I think this is all we can do. So let's go to the shipyard. Oh, we could probably buy it. We could buy this. We could buy this now. However, what's the hold is 30. I don't think we buy it yet. Because we need to get a bunch of freaking candles. Our fuel. How much fuel do we have? We have 9 extra fuel. Okay, we need to buy more fuel. And we have 9 spaces. Oh man, these are expensive. I think that's what we have to do. I would like more candles just in case, because we also got to stop off at Nuncio in the future. And the 11 fuel is a little tight. We could sell some supplies. It's quite a waste, though, isn't it? I feel a little bit better with that. 2,000 left over. I think we just bank this instead of buy anything to upgrade, but we should be able to sell some stuff. Not the wine. 44 bucks for dark drop coffee beans. You better believe it. Bolt of spider sick? Yo, you better believe it. We got 2 more slots in our hold. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let me... Not that. Not that. Let me... Story. Leave here and dock again because this should save the game now. Yeah, okay. And we're ready to go in the next episode. Well, as always, thank you for enjoying this series. Go with glory and grandeur in all your future endeavors. Stay sultry out there and do whatever it is that you choose to enjoy doing. And we'll talk to you later. Take it easy, everybody. Sasa? Zaza? Ta-ta. See you later. Bye.